Hi there, friends. I'm meteorologist Robert Speta, and today let's talk about Invest 91W located here towards the south of Guam. We still have our cold surge in play and the shear line attached to that, which is still bringing showers, especially to southern areas of Luzon and northern Visayas around the Bicol area. And in fact, due to the combination of Invest 91W, the easterlies here, and our shear line, we're actually looking at some pretty decent amount of precipitation in our forecast for that particular area here in southern Luzon, northern Visayas. So that does include, the Bicol region. So let's talk about this. First off, our invest area right in here, it's still not anticipated to become a full-blown name system. If it became a depression, I wouldn't be terribly surprised if Pagasa felt like being kind of extra cautious on it. How about we kind of say it that way? But I think the key thing is just the moisture inflow, and you can see that here with this graphic. You got your shear line, that is the northerly winds, as we always talk about here, dominating. So places like most of Luzon staying relatively dry. But then you have, of course, the easterlies with our invest area. And this is looking at a Thursday. There's our low. And watch as this kind of traverses over towards Mindanao. At the same time, that moisture is colliding with the northerly winds. So we get that round of rain and pretty continuous rainfall stretching from Bicol, Visayas, and yeah, places like Siargao Friday over towards Saturday. Looking extra wet out here as this just confluence of air masses combines together here with that moisture from the north and from the east, bringing some persistent training effect of rain. And I do think we're going to be talking about maybe that chance of flooding for some of you here. And here's again, look at the flow coming in from the north. Here's your easterly flow right in there with our invest. And yeah, in some areas of Bicol, Legazpi, you could be looking at 200-300 millimeters plus of total precip. But yeah, even in the Cebu, Siargao, extending back towards Mindoro, and of course even as far west as Palawan, heavy rainfall. And yeah, this is going to be the setup over the upcoming days. Remember, in the broader scope of things, this is still attached to that cold air coming in out of Siberia. Look at the snow actually moving across northeastern China over towards Japan, and our general easterly flow here. And when you get that smashing together, I think in the northern fringes of our shear line, we actually could be looking at some not only rain, but some decent thunderstorms in here too, with those afternoon hours kind of flaring up. And if the freezing line is low enough and some stronger cells, you might even see some hail into parts of Visayas, which, goodness gracious, hail in the tropics, not common, but it's not completely unheard of. I have seen it in the Philippines before, even as far south as Singapore, I've seen it. So yeah, that is an issue that we could think about here in the month of January with these thunderstorms flaring up. It is winter, but also with that persistent training effect of rainfall, I do think there is that threat of some floods out here with that moisture continuing to push on in. And let's look at the broader picture real quick before I give you that flyover, because I do like this graphic really giving you an idea of, you got that cool air spilling in. Here's your shear line set up, and that's the reason why the Climate Prediction Center has been saying, above average rainfall for a good portion of the Philippines. But this is the latest update, looking ahead to the 15th to the 21st. That shear line is going to start to back off. And even all the way to the end of the month, really, the Climate Prediction Center, the CBC, that's our model guidance with the SpaghettiOs, absolutely nothing. So, yes, we do have an invest area right now. And, yes, we have the shear line we're contending with. But at least nothing in the near term or long term shows, significant tropical development. Not to say it's going to be dry, especially for these areas, as I mentioned, in Visayas over towards Mindanao due to the confluence of that cool air spilling in. But shear does create thunderstorms, but it is very bad for tropical systems and their development. So yeah, that is something I definitely want to watch over the upcoming days, is that shear line in the easterlies. But I'm not concerned whatsoever about any tropical system development. I hope that makes sense. Anyways, big thanks for everybody on Patreon who continues to support this channel. If you are being impacted by any of these weather systems, let me know in the comment section down below. And also a big shout out to all our Patreon members who support this channel, but everybody else who does like and, of course, subscribes to this channel. Goes a long way when you hit that subscribe button. My goal, my hope, is to eventually get to that point where, I don't have to ask you. We get up to 100,000 subscribers. It's strictly get the channel verified, and hopefully that helps with the algorithm getting these videos out there so more people can stay weather aware here across the Western Pacific. All right. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there, friends. Bye.